say yes, you can say no, or you said I don't know.
It is a binary question.
Mm.
No. You see, if we don't deal with these questions, this is what gives birth to some of the suspicion and some of the rumor mongering that is going on. And Governor, we are not asking you to talk about what the president said or what was said in Homa Bay. We are not asking you to speak on behalf of the COG. This is on your own individual personal capacity. And you would make our life very easy. If it's yes, it's yes. If it's no, it is no. Then we can go back to the substantive issues that we need the other institutions to deal with.
I think I've commented on this matter, Chair. And I don't know why you are pushing me to answer a question that I am not prepared to, because it has nothing to do with the financial statement of Mandera County government. I
think you are becoming a hostile witness. If you are taking
I have never been.
You are becoming one today.
No, I will not be
Chair,
one.
if you allow me. Governor, I know I was reading your responses.
Yes.
And you have addressed a second limb that is going to be my second question. On the value of these meetings. Don't be afraid of those bosses who said those things, because you have responded to a second one that came directly from my boss. It is here. So, kindly.
Which one?
I will read it to you after you answer this one. The response is here. I've seen it.
Have not seen
you can say you fear the bosses.
I don't.
They will come after you.
I am elected by the people.
I just say yes or no.
I don't report to anybody in this country.
This is why we are saying for the cleanliness of these proceedings in front of the public. Just answer his question, then we go on. It's a yes or no.
So, Governor, I thought, Chair, with your indulgence, Governor, my question was very simple.
Yes.
We are asking you, you know, you have had allegations outside there, and I agree with you, rumors and everything. So can you come to ease the public, because the public would want to know when a governor appears, are there people who are rent seekers? So my question is simple. Whenever you appear before any committee of the Senate or Parliament, are there people, be it members of Parliament or senators, that demand some favors before you appear before them? And the question is yes or no, because I have seen what you have written as Senator Sifuna saying. It's as simple as that.
No, honorable members, I am aware, and we have already conversed the issues that we must deal with today. Because going by our normal tradition, the fact that this governor submitted his responses last night, I mean, whatever we are doing now is even beyond our usual tolerance levels. But we must serve justice to the people of Mandera. This expense that has been incurred to come to Nairobi, something must come out of it. If the governor does not want to answer that question, we leave it to his conscience. But the questions that he has no option on answering are the questions that have been raised by the Auditor General. That one, there will be no prevarication. That one, there will be no option of a third answer.
Chair, I agree with your direction, and I don't want to raise it, but I also had a preliminary matter. I want to disclose that I was in Mandera in January, and I was very well treated. I don't know if that nyeri you gave me counts as a bribe, but
not really.
But just a minute, Governor.
Yes.
You know, the second limb of that conversation I've seen you have addressed here on the importance of these meetings, whether these meetings are important, whether governors should actually appear. And if you see your paragraph 1 there, you've said you consider this appearance not merely a procedural engagement, but as an invaluable opportunity to uphold the principles of accountability, transparency, and stewardship of public resources, which are the bedrock of our constitutional order. That matter was also raised in Homa Bay. You have chosen to answer that one, but I wanted to just share, because of the experience I had in Mandera. There were a few issues that arose when I was there. If it is possible for me to just take 2 minutes, or you to take 2 minutes to appraise me on the current situation on the ground. There was a problem with electricity. Was it resolved?
Yes, that one's been addressed.
And you have not come to say thank you, Governor?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, now, members, we need to make very quick decisions. Our statutory timelines have not been adhered to, and will therefore not pretend that we are in a position we have the capacity to interrogate this report. Is the Chair of Public Accounts, Mandera, back in the room? Clerk? Is he back? Now, since you are the clerk, there has been conversation that governors should appear before the county assemblies. Clerk of the Park of Mandera County Assembly, could you tell us whether that committee has processed this report of the Auditor General and whether it has prepared any report which has been adopted by the House?
The committee has not discussed this report, but currently we are considering 2 reports on the same year.
The committee has not considered the report.
Yeah, this report.
As a clerk, you have some technical knowledge. Are you familiar with the provisions of Article 229 on the timelines within which we are supposed to consider the reports as a county assembly?
Yes.
What is the timeline?
3 months.
So within the 3 months, Mandera County Assembly was not able to go through the report of the Auditor General.
Yes.
And this is why we are saying that, yes, county assemblies play primary oversight, but we must work together to build capacity, to ensure that you are at the same level as the Senate. So if you had already considered this report, we would have requested for your recommendations, and this is what we would have used for today. But the fact that you have not done what is required of you requires the Senate to step in as a secondary overseer. So I think the message should go out that the Senate gives the first opportunity to the county assembly, and the Senate only steps in when the county assembly has failed. Now, EACC, today you are also...
Before that, the clerk indicated that you're looking at 2 reports. Which are these reports you're looking at?
The committee is currently considering the reports for Mandera municipality for the year ended 2023 and Elwa municipality for the year ended 2023. And we're almost concluding it.
When you looked at the one for the executive for 2023-2024, has it been tabled?
No.
Has it been given to the committee, to the park committee?
Yes.
What did you say no about?
The committee.
Has it been tabled?
No.
Has it been committed to the committee?
Yes. All reports have been committed to the committee.
I mean, it's obvious that there's some failure on the part of the county assembly, but we hope that now we have provided financial autonomy to the county assemblies, you'd be in a better position to oversight the county executive. Let's recall who needed to update us today, the EACC. Senator,
before you go substantively, you know, in our reports, it's unusual to get in opening statements, and I know Senator Sifuna, as a practicing advocate and senior counsel of Congo, I don't know whether you will allow us to point a few clarifications from the governor based on his opening remarks.
I think if we went that way, we would be admitting his documents that were sent last night, which is against our rules of procedure. I
thought on the introduction only. Maybe from the governor, I've seen he has underscored the importance of the Senate and the role of devolution in Mandera, so that Senator Okongo Mugeni can come in.
Let's deal with that after this conversation. So, EACC, there was a very specific matter that was assigned to you, and we must make the public aware that when we make recommendations, we forward them to the relevant bodies. So, in this case, there was a matter of 45 million that was spent on legal fees, which the Senate resolved was an illegal expenditure, and we asked the EACC to carry out investigations. Could you update us on the status of that matter?
Yes, Chair. So, based on the consolidated report of this committee on the county executives, Mandera County specifically, there was an issue of an allegation of regular payment of legal fees amounting to 45,500,000 by the county executive in the financial year 2023-2024. The allegation being that there was no written approval from the county executive committee, neither was there a formal request from the respective departments for to validate this expenditure. The issue was captured by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Chair and put in our database. It was also allocated for investigation by our offices in Garissa. So the matter currently is under preliminary investigation, meaning, Chair, it's at the initial stages of investigation, as this is an allocation that was made earlier this year.
Look, EACC, this is not business as usual. The Public Audit Act requires you within 60 days to write back to Parliament and confirm action taken. Saying that it is in the database is not action. Saying that it is under preliminary investigation, how do you explain that to the people of Mandera? Public Audit Act has tight timelines within which action should be taken. I don't think those 60 days are 60 days for creation of a record in the database. Secondly, we would expect the EACC to formally write to the Senate and say that having flagged or escalated this matter to the EACC, this is the current status, and it needs to be signed by the CEO of the EACC. The governor has written a long explanation here, but that explanation is immaterial because on the 26th of March, the Senate resolved that that expenditure was irregular. Now the response we need is from the EACC. We are not even going to go through the merits or demerits of the response by the governor. It is the EACC to tell us that they have investigated and they found the expenditure to be in line with the law, or they found the expenditure to be against the law, and statements have been taken. And a file has been handed over to ODPP. That is what we expect.
Yeah, Chair, maybe so.
Vice Chair.
To follow up on your line of argument, let us unbundle this statement, preliminary stages of investigation. So does it mean that you've gone to the county already, picked documents, and you've started investigations, or just capturing in the database is what you mean by the case being in the preliminary stages of investigation? Where are you exactly?
Chair, just an observation. You know, when you table these reports, we are following up on the recommendations that was adopted by the Senate as the resolution of the Senate. So it was a resolution that you provide status update because we mapped that issue among other counties for investigations by EACC. So EACC should be telling us when the resolution of the Senate that was made that this one a regular payment on the legal fees, the EACC should be telling us the action they have taken, including the investigative process, what are the possibilities, or even if the file is ready to be prosecuted by the DPP or it has been forwarded. Because, Chair, you remember when you brought out that court ruling, most of these that counties we marked, there were many resolutions to DCI, to EACC. When the investigations are completed, the file should be forwarded to DPP. And Chair, I think and believe, even going to the future, because it's a very important issue of national interest, we need to have EACC county on the resolutions that we made, because Parliament and the Senate just makes that we make recommendations, you table before the House, we pass a resolution. It is the direction of the Senate. So if EACC does not follow the direction, there are contempt towards the Senate and the Parliament, Chair.
The status of that and any other matter that was marked to you?
Chair, there was an invitation to EACC to appear before this committee with a detailed report on the status of the matters that were forwarded to us. It was not able to take place the last time, and we are in the process of getting another date where the same report can be tabled before this committee.
We have a date. We have looked at our calendar. We have a date. As a chair, I am going to direct the EACC appears before this committee on Thursday, the 11th of September. Thursday, the 11th of September. The EACC must come here with a report county by county, starting from county number 1 to county number 47. We shall go through each county, look at the actions that were assigned to the EACC, and the CEO and chair of EACC must tell us the status of every action. That is what the Public Audit Act requires. We are not appropriating ourselves powers that we don't have. We have that power. The public is concerned that we make noise in this room and then there is no follow-up. So on Thursday, the 11th of September, the CEO and chair of EACC must come here and tell us county number 1, these are the issues you refer to us, this is a status. Now, assuming a matter has been sent to ODPP, is it within the control of the EACC anymore?
Not Chair. When the ODPP is autonomous in the sense that they review the file that has entered to the evidentiary thresholds, and then thereafter they can proceed with charging and subsequent prosecution. So once we forwarded matters to the DPP, they either come back to us to include any additional information requested, or thereafter we are given authority to prosecute.
We are fortunate we have a senior counsel in this team. Senior counsel.
Through the chair, how many files India has unilaterally withdrawn charges against governors? Because we want accountability now from officers that are supposed to cooperate with this committee in ensuring that public resources are used for the purpose they are intended for, to bring development to the people living in counties.
Again, Chair, with time I would be able to respond to those issues. I would have to get the information and present it to this committee.
You know, have you read Section 7, 2 of the DPP Act? You know it? You know that section?
You can refresh me.
Or we can read it for you.
Senior counsel, you may.
I can read it for you. Okay? At any time, okay, the President, the National Assembly, or the Senate may require the Director of Public Prosecutions to submit a report on any particular issue. That is power given to the Senate of the Republic of Kenya. So we want to know whether there are files that you have forwarded to the office of the DPP, no prosecution has taken place, or where charges have been withdrawn unilaterally. We also want the DPP to appear before us, okay, so that we know where the disconnect is. And the Governor of Garissa, Governor of Mandera. On my part, me, I've never met you. I don't know you. I don't have your number. That you can confirm. So I'm not conflicted in any way. Yeah? No. Sorry, Chairman. I'm very particular. I've never talked to you. I've never met you. I'm meeting you before this committee for the first time. No. So I'm not conflicted. I'm doing the work that I've been elected to do. Yes?
It's fine.
Am I factually okay there?
No, you are doing a good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, Chairman, we need to follow all these issues. The work we are doing is on behalf of Kenyans. We are doing this purely on public interest, Chair. So let EACC appear jointly with the DPP so that Kenyans can know,
DCI.
and DCI, yes, so that we know where the disconnect is, Chair.
So to package what you're saying is that we have invited the EACC on Thursday, the 11th of September. They will take us through county by county all the matters that Parliament has referred to them. In the event the EACC has sent a file to ODPP to consider whether prosecution should be commenced, Parliament has the power not to direct, but to ask for a report from the ODPP. Senior Counsel is...
DPP Act to give us the status, because the information we have, Chair, and allegations that some of the files that are being referred to, and as a Senate, since we are the protectors of devolution under Article 96, we are very keen. Protecting devolution also includes fight against corruption. So I hope, Chair, those three agencies, so that the EACC will sit there, DPP will sit there, DCI, so that when EACC says they have forwarded the file to the DPP, we ask the DPP the fate of that file, not to interfere with the investigations, but to give us the status report, so that we put the blame where it is, because the perception in the country, Chair, has been made to believe that it is us, Parliament, who are the obstacles to fight against corruption, which is not very true. So I agree in fact, myself and Senator Sifuna,
a very, very brilliant arrangement to that effect. Let's bring everybody on board so that we try to target where we have some disconnect and maybe try to mend fences.
We are having in parliamentary committees. The public wants to see action. And what happened is that within the requirements of Article 2298, this Senate considered the written responses from Mandera. Because of the short time frames, we did not call you to appear before this committee. Or did we? Particular subject. policy, where update, because there the action was on you. But your report came last night. Had time to analyze it, and to advise us on whether whatever you have responded is factual. In fact, I think we now need to insist that these responses should be accompanied by a sworn affidavit, so that we can then take the responses to be akin to submission under oath. So for the issues that we have not addressed, we will take a view whether to reinvite you to deal with the policy issues. But for the issues that were marked to the EACC, the date is Thursday, 11th of September, for us to get a comprehensive update across the Constitution. So let there be no fear that this Senate is a favor. They are doing that which they are employed or elected to do. So
Article 96.3, the oversight of the Senate is provided for to oversight on the national revenue that has been given through revision. Supreme Court has ruled that oversight, both primary is to the MCS, secondary is to the Senate, and even in the Oparanya case, that matter has been adjudicated upon and it has been ruled. So when governors appear before the committees of Parliament, they appear to follow the constitutional obligation that they were elected to do, because we need accountability and transparency. And I'm happy with Governor of Mandera. He has indicated that he wants to be part of accountability and transparency as constitutionally obligated. So, Chair, I want to confirm this committee does not do any witch hunt to any governor. We are just doing what Constitution provides for us as members of Parliament. And I think that is what is very important. And I want to appeal, Chair, the Powers and Privileges, Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act, Cap 6 laws of Kenya, is very clear that we have enough tools to ensure any governor or any witness as provided for under Article 125 who do not want to appear. I think it's section 18 of the Powers and Privileges Act. We have tools to issue summonses to fine, and in fact, I'm proposing, because we have a bicameral intervention
around corruption, there are other things, that there are other people who think that devolution is not something that we should have. I've heard the governor of Mandera referring to it as a historic blessing to his people. And I was there myself to witness some of the things that have been done there in terms of dealing with years of marginalization and exclusion. And as I said when I was there, it is important for leaders in this republic. Senator Cherargei calls himself a senator of the Republic of Kenya. It is important for you to be in all of the Republic of Kenya, to see how other people are living. I know you are with me, I'm just... okay. I'm not, you were with me and you saw the things that we saw. Yeah. So, Governor, unfortunately, there is others amongst you who really have nothing to show in terms of the 12 or 13 years of devolution. And they really provide the firepower for the people who want to attack devolution, those who say maybe we should give all this money to the counties. There are members of the National Assembly who say, if you come to my constituency, I can show you the things that I've done with CDF, but you can't see any projects by the county governments. So we want to encourage you, and especially as a COG, to understand. Yesterday we had the conversation about the attacks on devolution will come from multiple places. I don't know, maybe at the end of my term as a senator in 2027, you also who have been on the COG can give us an idea, what is it called? An appraisal of how we have performed in terms of being defenders of devolution and pushing for the county interests of the counties. I can't praise myself or blow my own trumpet, but also we feel that there is a reciprocal duty on the part of the Council of Governors to defend the institutions that defend you. How can you be the ones originating attacks on the Senate? It doesn't make any sense to me, Honorable Chair. So there is a broader conversation, because I thought, until this devolution conference, I actually believed that the COG is on the same side with the Senate in the fight for devolution. But I have come to...
of electricity. And I think on the working, that the report that was presented through Senator Oburu Odinga's Energy Committee, in that resolution, and I want to advise you, Governor, that you should get the resolution of the Senate, where we directed that Mandera and any other county that is not connected to the national grid of electricity, they must be accessed. So for some of us who have visited, and I think Senator Dulo was with us, for some of us who have visited, Chair, we have had the benefit of having, you know, Chair, when I hear some people talking about tribalists who talk about one region, they should travel this country so that when you discuss the issues of this country, you know the challenges that we are facing. And one of the challenges we saw was the issue of security. I hope you'll be able to brief us. And the governor then was able to explain to us the collaboration and the role of the county in the issue of insecurity, because